Good evening, my friends. This is Paul, and regrettably, I'm going to be reviewing Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival for the Wii U today. This has to be one of the most dramatic price droppings Nintendo has ever done. Mind you, they're not usually the company that puts their games on sale right away. But in this game's case, it was a full-priced Wii U game in 2015, along with way too many Animal Crossing Amiibos. And then it subsequently went down to like $2 or $3 shortly after that, which is the price that I paid for it. I wasn't going to pay full price for this atrocity. So people said that this was really awful, but you know me, I like to give things a fair chance. So I thought, well, okay, it can't be so terrible that it won't be worth $2. Well, okay. So let me start this out with a story that's so ridiculous that you probably won't believe I'm telling the truth. So, when I heard about how awful this game was, I asked myself, okay, what were the developers thinking? The Wii U was already on its way out, and it really needed a good shakeup. And if anything could save it, it would certainly be Animal Crossing. Just think of how great the gamepad could have been implemented, like, say, house decoration, or maybe for designing things at the Able Sisters. Seeing an Animal Crossing in HD sounded like a dream come true. Then, this happened. Not only that, but it was made by the same people that made Mario Party 9 and 10, and we all know how well those turned out, or at least so I've heard. So, I googled, why does Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival exist? And the very first thing that popped up was the director of the game looking like he was desperate and like sweating bullets like Phoenix Wright, saying, well, we really just wanted to get the Animal Crossing Amiibo figures out. Oh my gosh, really? You're telling me that you wanted to flood the market with these useless pieces of plastic? And that was your excuse for justifying one of the most lazy, disappointing, miserable games I have ever played on the Wii U by a major publisher? Yes, I know I'm the guy that reviewed Azure Snake and Forest Escape, but this is Nintendo, guys! They're known for having some of the highest quality Wii U games out there, like, the fact that I stuttered is not a good start. But they had masterpieces like Tropical Freeze, Smash for Wii U, and then this. So, what exactly is it about this game that makes it so bad? Surely it's not just playing a board game. Well, technically no, but there's a caveat to that. The game basically jumps you right into this Mario Party type mode, where you literally have to have an Animal Crossing amiibo in order to play. As you saw in my preview of the title screen, the game won't even let you get past the opening cutscene unless you have an Animal Crossing amiibo. So there's more money right off the start of the bat if you didn't buy the bundle version that had the Isabelle and Digby amiibos. Then you choose how many players you want. And honestly, can you think of anyone who'd want to play this game with you? At first I thought, well, maybe it'll make the game go faster if I were to use my own Animal Crossing amiibos. And since I had more than enough, I had 4 amiibos on me. That ended up making the game even more miserable, because then I'd have to tap each individual amiibo to the gamepad and then remove it every single time I wanted to roll the dice. But you know what? That is the entire gimmick behind the amiibo in the first place. Everything else, you just use the normal functionality of the gamepad. Heck, you don't actually even use the stylus for anything. You can just use the regular control sticks and buttons and you'll be fine. So that makes me wonder, what was even the point of the amiibo? Why couldn't you have at least done something, cool with them, as opposed to just making them roll a die? I mean, this isn't the Wii era where you have to flick your wrist upward just to roll something. A simple button press would have sufficed. Okay. Try to keep your cool here, Paul. You got this. However, playing it with computer players wasn't much better. So, apparently the game says, well, if you're playing this game with a full 4 players, the average time limit is an hour and a half. And I was just like, no, please, no. I do not want to have to play the game that long. So they said, well, you can set a time limit if you want to. So I initially thought, well, okay, let's not set a time limit. And like, okay, you're going to be playing for over an hour. So I was like, no, I don't want that. So then I had to reset the game and then say I want to play this game for 30 minutes, even though I would have preferred more like 10, but that's the lowest you can get. And even worse, when you get to the end of that time limit, then they say, well, do you want to add some more time on this? And I'm like, no, please no, spare me the insanity. So the object of this game is to roll the dice, land on the correct spaces, which, mind you, you generally don't have that much control over, because the most decisions you really make are, ooh, you're at an intersection, which way do you go? And then you either get happy points, you get bells, or you lose bells. And that's literally the whole game. Granted, it has really good writing, and the graphics are okay. I mean, they're not terrible. I mean, they're Animal Crossing graphics. They've never been mind-blowing. But this is one of those occasions where it feels like I'm watching one of the Harry Potter movies with a person that didn't actually read the books. They might say, well, that movie was something else. You want to tell me why the Harry Potter hype is so great? And I'd be like, well, because in the book they did this and that and that. That's super cool. And then they're like, but that wasn't in the movie. And I'd be like, well, no, but this is what Harry Potter should have been. And that basically sums up my feelings for Amiibo Festival. This looks like it would have been an amazing New Leaf experience with the stuff that they narrated in the past tense. They'd be saying, hey, guess what? I just bumped a shovel and found some ore. That's a really cool occurrence when that happens in New Leaf. But you don't do that in this game. You just passively sit there and watch everyone else do it. So you're essentially a bystander to stuff that already happened, and the board game is sort of a purgatory of sorts, saying, oh, woe is me, because I did not get to witness an actual Animal Crossing game in person. So essentially all of the cool stuff that you could have done in a mainline Animal Crossing game is relegated to just seeing it. That's no fun. If I wanted to do that, I'd just watch one of Nintendo's YouTube videos that shows off a trailer. I don't want to play an interactive trailer, I want to play a game. Now, that's not to say there's absolutely no strategy. Sometimes guests will invade the board, and they'll give you opportunity to, say, buy cards, which can give you different abilities, like letting you roll a specific number on the die, changing the turnip prices, or making every negative space positive so that you can get more happy points. But honestly, the game doesn't make you feel like you need to be thinking that hard. Honestly, if something bad happened to me, I was just like, whatever, let's just get this over with. I didn't feel like my actions were really that meaningful in the long run. I was just plowing through it, waiting to get this over with. It made me wonder, like, have I just wasted away my entire existence? Now, to say I didn't enjoy this game at all would be lying, although to say I really enjoyed it would certainly be an overstatement. Like I said, I enjoyed the writing. I thought that it was really nice that they managed to capture the charm of Animal Crossing, even if it made you wish for a real Animal Crossing on the Wii U. And I liked the fact that after you beat the board game once, you can choose the season. Now, earlier in the video, I had said that there is more to this than just playing a board game, and there are mini games that you can play. But the thing is, you have to unlock the mini games, which I was just like, no, not gonna happen. Not only that, but some of the mini games you can't even play unless you buy more Animal Crossing cards to unlock them. So this game is trying to do highway robbery on you. I thought that was Crazy Red's job. So I just decided to skip talking about the board games at all, because ever since the update for New Leaf got rushed out really quickly after the release of this game so that people wouldn't think that Animal Crossing was doomed, this game is pretty much pointless. The one minigame where you're on the island and trying to survive is now in the Animal Crossing New Leaf update. So yeah, there is literally no reason for you to want to pick this up. Even if you think, well, Paul, it's not that bad, you could get the same amount of enjoyment just by watching this video. Just saying, oh, that's some nice writing there, because that's literally the only thing that's a saving grace about this piece of trash. Well, at least you didn't have to pay that much for it, right? And you have something to do with all those Animal Crossing Amiibo figures, right? That's a terrible reason to buy a game. You'd be better off just doing Super Mario Maker. At least that lets you actually play as the character in a Mario level. Anyway, let's just call it a day, shall we? Thank you for watching, my friends, and until the next time, keep the faith, stay epic, God bless, and if you can see the future or are watching this retroactively, please tell me Animal Crossing for the Switch is going to be good, because I really, really, really want a proper Animal Crossing game. Bye!